Hey everyone, welcome back to Full Circle Healing Teas and Tarot. My name is Sarah C. And today I'm going to do part two of my Canadian witchy haul. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. So I'm going to start off with saying my grandson's running around, so if you hear stuff in the background, that's why, like that. Yes. But what I'm going to do here is start off with the stuff that I was gifted when I got to Kara's house that Monday evening. We were up all night. It was crazy. I'm going to try and do things in order, but they might be a little mixed up. I have some stories. This is probably going to be a long video. So grab yourself a smoke, a beverage of your choice, sit back and enjoy all the little trinkets and special things I got on my trip to Canada. So I'm going to start with this really cool bag that Cara and her daughter gifted me. So Cara and her daughter Jaylin gifted me a couple of bags and lots of different things. Like, I'm so blessed. So many amazing things I was gifted. So I got this great Canada bag. Okay. And it's a big bag. It fits lots of stuff. I'm very happy with it. So I put some cards in there, and I had a little notebook. Do more of what makes you sparkle. It was cute. It was like a buck somewhere. Anyway, for notes if I needed it. Some cards that I didn't end up reading. It was a busy week. I also brought some protections. I was going to say protection salt, protection chalk that I got in my witch casket subscription last month, and we drew on the walls of the canopy and the tents little extra blessings for our Zen den. Trying to see if I can get this focused in so you can see it, but it might be the lighting. It says witch casket. I'm sorry. So we did that, and we put runes, like I put algaes, we put Bracana for growth and stuff like that. We put a lot of different runes, and it was fun to do. And wow, what an amazing time that was. Okay, so one down. Okay, this gorgeous, gorgeous smudging feather. Oh my gosh, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Look at the amethyst. Oh. So with this, if you have incense or smudge sticks like a Palo Santo, or you're burning something on your charcoal and you're kind of smudging your surroundings, you use a feather. So you hold in your hand whatever it is you're using and use a feather to blow the wind. You don't want to do this. You want to set your intent and gently blow around the house with, whatever it is you have in your hand. I don't have anything long in front of me, so here, look. Great perfume, by the way. This is Bath and Body Works Madame Mystique. Totally off subject. It smells so good. It is bright red berries, rose petals, and sultry woods. They have a whole collection. Oh, very witchy, very delicious. So you would take your item and you go in your surroundings, whatever you're doing, in ritual, what have you, and just use these gorgeous feathers. I believe that she has these on her Etsy shop, so you want to check that out. All right, so there's that. So Cara and Shay gifted me this bag. It had a lot of different things in there. I thought so like things got mixed up, but what it was like a notebook because we were taking workshops at Witch Stock. So I got a notebook. We had a pencil. We took a runes workshop, and Shay made runes for everybody out of resin. It's totally rad. Check these out. Oh my gosh, they're so cool. So this is Isa. Um, oh, this is the one I got in my runes class. This is Kina's. Let's see. A Fehu? No, that's not Fehu. Is that Fehu? No, Fehu has a thing. So I'm still trying to remember them being my ADHD, but they are such a a cool black and green color. Like, look at it. Beautiful little pieces. Thank you so much. And they come in this really awesome bag. And it also comes with, oh yeah, there we go, room meetings. Yeah, that wasn't faded. You're all yelling at me what that was right now, aren't you? It's ensues. Ensues. Okay, oops. So I got the meetings. I might just put that at the moment. So this is fantastic. All right, so there's the rooms. Nope. Oh, it came with this great little candle holder. It's a wooden candle holder that you can put together. And here's the candles. We've got some jute, and it will look like that when it's done. So we have that. Let's see. Oh, and the rooms workshop that Cara and I and Shaylin took was done by Nicolene from the North Alberta Kindred. And I almost forgot. She also had a similar bag with runes in them, and these were hand done little runes. So we, you know, passed the bag around the circle, and everybody took out a rune, and we talked about the meetings, and we went through all the runes. It was great. My hand hurt. My carpal tunnel was acting up. I took so many damn notes, but I don't know. It's just a way that um, she described them and the analogies or scenarios associated. And it was just very easy for me to understand and work with. So mine was Kina's. Kara had gotten algaes, and together, I know it's like upside down, a bind room. So Kara sketched this out, and I like the way she sketched it. So I kept it that way. Just thought it looked, pretty rad. And here is like magical smoke behind it. And she got one on one of her fingers. I think it was this one. So, or this one. Because she's working on a piece to do with spiritual stuff, and this is a part of it. So our tattoo is celebrating 2 years of friendship, and we finally got to meet in person after 2 years at Witchstock, which was really, really cool. So I'm going way off. Squirrel. So that's that, and Nicolene was awesome. So go check them out on Facebook, the North Alberta Kindred, and this community, the Alberta Witches Association, is a community of pagans and all different diverse pagans, all different flavors and ways of doing things, but overall we're all doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So uh, yeah, go check her out. I met Danica. She was awesome and introduced me to some books. So I'm trying to get a hold of those now. Yeah, but check out North Alberta Kindred on Facebook. You can also check out A.W.A, the Alberta Witches Association. They are on Facebook, and they are now taking members. Congratulations. I am the first U.S. member. So bring them in. It's a community where there's not judgment, and we're all there for the same reason, and it's peace and love and raising the vibration of earth and commune in such a respectful and loving manner. You know, nobody's shunned away like that. I mean, there's so many subdivisions of so many different religions. You know what I mean? And as one faith, I guess, we welcome everybody in because everybody's piece is something extraordinarily special. I'm an eclectic witch. I can, I am an eclectic witch, and I've brought a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that from everything that I've done and learned. I mean, I was so closeted for so long. It's all I could really do, and I was so timid about asking people about things because it was so taboo. So anyway, moving along. What else do we have? I got this lovely, lovely, lovely jasmine incense. Thank you, ladies. Yes, the ATC was also at Witchstock. They're a global interfaith Wiccan fellowship. I started Wiccan back in my teens and 20s, and my path was destined towards the pagan ways and um, my Seder journey, which I finally got on. They have professional seminar trainings, cauldrons. Now, every month, oh, and this was founded in 1979 by Pete Pathfinder Davis. So they do a lot of wonderful work. You can check them out online also. And they have a monthly online um, moon ritual. So like new moons and full moons and stuff like that. So they do a ritual once a month, and they bring in everyone, so you got to check them out for that. You can go to the atcwicca.org for more information. Okay. So here I have a little Peter, and it's made of fleshlight. See a little better over here. Yeah. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh. Gotta keep this put away. So anyway, Cara names hers Tommy. The boy's in a better mood, so we're happy. A Willie adoption kit, and this Willie belongs to me and is named whatever I name it, and the date of adoption. So it comes a little adoption card. It's crazy. Oh, I gotta do better with the light. Anyway, and she also put in this little cutout of a meme, and it says, "Witches allegedly stole penises and kept them as pets in the Middle Ages." It's sad how many traditions we just let die. Just saying. Okay, so that's my little Willie. I gotta think of a name. I'm gonna just say Willie. Get a Tommy and a Willie. Let's see. Ooh. So she collected these plantain seeds when she was out foraging in the summer of 23. So I'm very happy. I am going to plant those. I got this really cool mushroom. Beautiful little green mushroom. Reminds me of Cara. I got a blue candle with a Palo Santo stick and a little piece of selenite. You can see there. I got a rose of Jericho. I'm so excited about this. And I'll have to put her in water here and let her open up. What a beautiful gift. Oh my gosh. Something must have fell out. So my daughter had these pair of earrings, right? And they are like knives with blood on them, total Halloween vibe. So they're guillotines. Am I saying that right? Little guillotines. I forget what they're called, but yeah, perfect for Halloween. Samhain. Those are gonna be so cool. So we each got a pair for my daughter and I, so we could be twinsies. Um, I am a smoker, lots of varieties, and I use it for medicinal reasons, lots of it. So with that, I was gifted some maple flavored juicy J's, pretty good, and they made me a new grinder, and they match the colors of my runes, which are pretty badass. So thank you, Shay. Let's see. We're still digging in the bag of tricks. I get some things. Oh yes, and this is really badass. So it's a bracelet, but it's also a ridge clip. I know. I know what you're saying. I know. Look, and there's a little. Oh, you can see it. A little pentacle right there. That's so cute. But yeah, I mean, you can hold your doob, or you can wear it as a bracelet, like so. And or when you're done smoking, so you don't lose your thing, you can put it right back on your wrist. But gotta be careful with that because of the smell on the clips. You don't be walking around smelling like ganja man. Saying, oh yes, oh yes. Okay, so and um, sorry, I'm having a moment. Um, Cara also gifted us these little sprouts. We put them on our put them on our hats, and We're so lowercase sometimes, like we forget things. So look at the little look. So there. Oh shoot. I don't think it's gonna stay. I know. I'll be all right. This is Canadian sage. It's a wild sage. It smells delicious. So I've been using the other one she gave me very gingerly as not to use it up. Like, so I was gifted this gorgeous candle that Miss Cara made, and I believe she has these on her Etsy store. Because you know I had to muck up everything during travel. I wrapped this in one of my T-shirts, but look at this gorgeous candle. It's got beautiful lace around here and beautiful sparkly lace down here, and it just sparkles and glitters. It's so a great ritual candle. I don't think I ever want to use it. It's so darn pretty. But I mean, you can always fill it back up with wax and reuse the glass. Here's another thing that Cara gifted me. Isn't that cool? I love skulls. But she had an essential oil while we were camping, and it smelled delicious. I don't know. It was what was amazing for me. So this is a meditative, communicative sea salt and Epsom salt. It's a bath soak. It's to honor your ancestors. It's got nag champa, amber, sandalwood, patchouli, Arabian myrrh, palo santo, and frankincense. It also has cranberry hibiscus, palo santo shavings. So you can see the little shavings in there. So if you don't have a bathtub or you don't own a bathtub, which it happens, I've had apartments that don't have bathtubs, or they just have tubs and no showers, however it goes, you can use this as a foot soak also. Okay. And this is by goddesstemplecanada.com. Goddesstemplecanada.com. I can smell it through the package. Okay. This is Crossroads Dirt that Cara collected in the summer of 2024. Very powerful when you're doing your powerful magic. So thank you so much for that. And there's a lot of it, so this should last me a good long time. She even sifted it out for me. I mean, it's just, yeah. And she gets these gigantic bay leaves, and I've never seen them so big. She's like, those are amazing. She's like, I got a shit ton. So now I have some. Thank you so much. This will be even easier to use working spells because usually I use the store-bought ones, and they're about this big. So this will be great. I can put more stuff on it. Got that. I was going to buy some star anise at the Latin store because they got a ton of herbs there, and she said she had some. I can smell this from everywhere. Star anise. I'm not a licorice fan, but it's great medicinally and craft-wise. And it's I enjoy the smell. I don't enjoy the taste as much, but if it works well medicinally, I'll suck it up. Hold on. Okay. Oh, Timmy hasn't seen this yet. So Cara designed a hiking journal logbook. So it says all of the paths you take in life, make sure a few of them are dirt. This is hiking journals and walking trails logbook with prompts, photo space, note space, bucket list, gear wish list, hike mile tracker, and a hiking essentials list. Okay. And we do a lot of hiking here in South Carolina, nature trails and stuff like that. So this is what it looks like. Okay. And it's got everything. It's got your date and location, your trail, your partners, who are you hiking with, what's your distance, either miles or kilometers, what was the difficulty level of your trail. You got you can choose what the weather was like and rate the trail you were on. The location, yeah, you can put your what trail you hiked, and then it also has a section for trail features and amenities. So can you bring your dog? Can you camp there? Is there showers? Those kind of things. And what memories did you take away from the trail? So that was pretty cool. And they're all the same. They're all like that. So I think this will be great for all of us to use actually as a good reference. Like a cookbook. So I was gifted that, and then she knows how special my Timmy is, and he's a budding witchling. But he loves nature. He loves learning about nature. I mean, sometimes it's hard to grasp his attention, but we do. And when we do, we kind of try and feed on that. So right now, he's very interested in my plants and the ones that are edible and what they do for you. Um, how things are growing in the garden, which is very cool. So, as a matter of fact, I picked a few begonia flowers for us to munch on this morning. He likes the fact that it's sour and sweet, and it's good for us. So, this is called Nature Smart, and this is awesome projects to make with Mother Nature's help. Discover the world around you with those hands-on crafts, or with these hands-on. So, wind vanes, beach baskets, bird feeders, scented soap, barometers, paper bag books, light bulb puppets. Ooh, that sounds fun. Snow candles, herb dolls, eggshell mosaics, and so much more. This book is written by, I'm probably going to butcher this, Gwen Dean, Diehn, Dean, Terry Krautwurst, Alan Anderson, Joe Radigan, and Heather Smith. So if you want to check that out, she earmarked a couple of things for me that she thought I would enjoy doing with Timmy. Um, Gift tags, bookmarks, and note cards. And this is pressing your herbs and stuff like that. How to dress your candles with flowers. It's got all kinds of fun things in here. You know, all kinds of fun things. Eco adventures, different things. Plus, I have the book that I bought in Ollie's that is all scenic drives. And then there's another one for places to visit, scenic and explore and stuff like that. That's in South Carolina. That's pretty cool. So this will be good, a good sidekick to those. Okay. Next up, that I was gifted from Cara, from me and and Timmy and Ashley, were these great little mini wands. Aren't those just the cutest? Look at that. Isn't that great? And this one's for Timmy because he loves red. Yeah. So these are great. I believe she will have something like this up on her Etsy. Don't quote me on that one. If not, sorry, Cara. So there's that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. She really spoiled me. You spoiled me, Cara. She got me this beautiful Tree of Life pendant, and she had some leather cording and made me this beautiful necklace. Isn't that gorgeous? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Loving this. And she taught me how to do the knot. I don't know if I'm going to remember, but I always wanted to know how to do these knots, and I didn't know. So, moving forward. The other thing she got me is in here. Yes. So, it's an obelisk, and it's a blue kyanite. She knows I love kyanite. I've never seen kyanite like this. I'll have to take a picture in much better light so that you can see the details of this. I mean, there's like sparkly silvers in here, the blue-green colors of the ocean, the mystical colors, the Atlantis colors. So, yeah, look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so that may be the end of it. I'm not entirely, but if I run into something else, well, we'll back up to that. So, also, I think the last thing that I can recall is my shaker. Thank you so much. So, each of us have egg shakers, and we keep them on our altar. We each had two. These are mine, a little louder, and this is hers, is a little softer. So, she suggests, like, hey, both our stuff's on our altar. It's got mad energy. Why don't we switch up an egg? And then we can each have each other's eggs. So now we got one of each that we keep on our altar. And I love to use my shaker. It's not as loud as a drum. I can do it soft and work my way up as my energy builds when I'm doing spell work, candle work, a ritual, or anything like that. So I can start with this one and start mellowing myself out. And then add this in. I've always been involved with music or singing or something. It's a very, very big part of my life. And this is so soothing to me. And it really gets my vibe up. Cara, I love you so much. Thank you. Jaylin, I love you so much. Thank you for all my wonderful gifts. I forgot the shirt. OMG. Hold your horses. I'm going to pause and go grab the shirt. This is special. Okay. So she had this shirt made for me, or she made it. And You may have seen it on my other videos or posts, but it says, "How'd you and your husband meet?" Me, he burned me at the stake in 1645, and I swore I'd get revenge in another life. I love this. This is great. Thank you. Yep. So we got that. All right, now we're moving forward. Whew, man, we're at 40 minutes. I gotta do some editing still, but oh. So during our visit to the cemetery, I grabbed some pine needles. These are like the fattest pine needles I've ever seen. Like they're gigantic. Ours are skinnier. You can see how fat those are. That's crazy, right? Could hurt somebody with them shoots. So I thanked the pine and I pulled them off in clumps because I'm going to mix these with mine. Or I may not. I may put them in separate jars, but it's just about time for me to go get some fresh pine needles because I do a lot of work with Odin, and especially during the Samhain and Yule seasons. So get that. Oh, and I love pine cones. Your pineal glands. That's your third eye. Your special stuff. I have this in a plastic bag. There we go. Beautiful pine cones. I want to do some kind of Yule wreath. Oh, they smell good too. And add these, and then these will be my memories from Canada. Oh, a little broken one there, but that's okay. I'll use that in something. How we see art in nature, and how we see messages in nature, how it's all connected. It's just mind-boggling and beautiful, amazing. Okay, so she's probably gonna laugh at me when I say this. I'm sorry, I forget your name. I'm terrible with names. I'm terribly ADHD. It happens. So she reminds me of Diane Weiss from Practical Magic with Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock. We went to a crystal shop. The first shop in Edmonton we visited was Where the Fairies Live. I was kind of rushed because we were on a schedule, so my brain was everywhere and I didn't remember names. I'm terrible. I'm so sorry. So I got some wonderful items from that place. They had like a cauldron filled with all the little mini gemstones. So I got a big old scoop of that. Gotta love the little babies. They come in handy for crafting, gift giving, all kinds of stuff with those. Um, oh, yes. So this is also a bath soak. This is an uncrossing bath. And again, if you can't bathe, whether physically or you just don't have a tub or whatever, you can do a foot soak. It does not say what is in it, does it? Wait. Cleanse and remove negative energy, bad luck, curses, or hexes by WFL. But again, it doesn't say what's in it. So if you watch one of the videos that I just posted a few days ago was about a cord cutting spell and heart magic that Cara and I did for a loved one, a friend, a family member, that needed some extra help. So there you go. You can see that okay, but yeah, it's got all kinds of stuff in there. I see rose petals. And along with the magic that we did should be pretty good. Ah, can I have a story to tell? It's been hours. You wouldn't know it because I paused the video, but it's been hours. So the tree service came, and I had to go do that and watch that. That went well. We had a lot of trees that were leaning from last year's hurricane, and some that broke off. So we'll have more work to do with that as time goes on. So where was I? I don't even know. So crazy. I think we talked about these, and I think we were talking about the uncrossing bath. And we went to Where the Fairies Live. Okay, this is on 104 Street in Edmonton, Alberta. Lovely people. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So let's see what I grabbed from there. Oh, yes. So these are fun little little trinkets. I was going to design the outer edge of my witch's hat with like a chain and have some charms hanging down, and there really wasn't enough time or enough ambition to do it. But I picked up a bunch of charms. I might use them for something else, you know, maybe some jewelry or something, or some special something I make. Like this one's got cats and love my cat things on it. They're so cute. And so there's a little mushroom. You can see that. And I got these. Oh my gosh, I love anything that sparkles. I don't know if you can see this, but it sparkles. And then I have this one, opalite. It's much prettier in person. I got some opalite. I got roses and oh, the bunny from the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, and a key. I got a new desert rose. I don't know if this helps, but this is a big one. I have a little one, now I have a big one. So here's a cute little kitty, and let's see if I can get this in the right light. There we go. And there's a pentacle and a fairy. So cute. And because you know I love tarot, here's a tarot one. The reader. I got this Perseverone's torch. It's a beeswax hand rolled candle. It smells delicious. There we go. It's the light that I have behind my my computer, but there it is. Perseverone candle. It smells delicious. I got this beautiful wand, and I forget her name, and I'm so sorry. But she made these, and she had a bunch of wands on a shelf, and these are wands to use when you're doing work with Hecate. She works with Hecate, and she gave me a beautiful handout, like kind of like on cardstock, and it's all kinds of things about Hecate, because even though she came to me and I've been working with her, I don't know her real well. So I thought this was beautiful and beautifully done, and deserve the place on my altar. So, Cara got me this bracelet. It is hand etched into leather, and it has 2 sets of buttons. So if I wanted it a little bigger, I could push it back here. This is made by, it says his name, hold on. I'm reading upside down. It is Ragnar the Trader. There we go. So Ragnar the Trader from Edmonton, I believe, or maybe Calgary, I forget. If Cara's watching this, you can confirm that. But he does a lot of leather work, and this is an absolutely beautiful bracelet. I love it. And it's comfortable. So put that back on. Very easy. It's comfortable. I love it. All right, so now we're heading into Witchstock. So this was a fabulous event. It was full of energy. I was tingling from my head to my toes. Very spiritually awakened, more aligned. I took a lot of workshops. Like I said, it was just, everything was amazing, amazing, amazing. We're going to talk about that a little bit. So they gave swag bags out to everyone that attended the event for 4 days, the camping. And one of the things I got in my bag was a fire starter. I always wondered how these were made, but if you're having trouble, you know, instead of using like kindling or anything else, you could throw in these bad boys. A fire pit, fireplace. It almost looks like an egg, like a egg container, you know. So there you go. It seems to have a little bit of wax on the outside and maybe some wood chips, and it smells. Oh, it smells delicious. So there's that. I will use that maybe for my first fire in the fireplace. I'll do a spell for winter solstice. Let's see what else I got. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the vendors each put in some of their things, and other members that make things that were able to donate. So I'll do it next year. I put my little wax inside everybody's personal bag on the board, but next year I'll contribute to the overall swag bag for everybody that attended. These are super cool, like super, super cool. They're called scandals. And again, here's the name. Remembering people's names. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. So if you're watching this, please, be like, hey, this is my name. So she and her husband make these candles. So she makes them. He supports her. I don't know how that goes, but they're amazing. So these are finger candles, and she makes like the weirdest, oddest things, and I was just in love with them. So if you watch my shorts, one of my videos I think has a Bittersweet Symphony in the background for the music, if you find that. And this was like Vendors and More or something like that. And I spotlighted her vendor tent. So you can check out the stuff that she had in there. It's really cool. And I got more stuff from her. But first, I'm going through my swag bag from Witch Stock. I'm trying to look at the right lens. Hopefully I'm looking at the right thing. You see my eyes all over the place. Okay. I'm just going to help this out. Start putting things back in because it's easier that way for me. So here we have, and they're called scandals, like skulls and candles. Scandals. Skandles. Let's go check them out. They're on Facebook. We got this. I got gifted a tarot card, which was cool because I also gifted everyone a couple of tarot cards as well as messages. So this is the Seven of Swords. So a lot of things going on. It's time to pick up what you have and move on. Not being able to take everything with you, taking things with you, take what you can with you, type of energy, and that really resonated with me. Because I was guided to Witch Stock, and I was supposed to learn and supposed to bring things with me. So it's entering into a new light. It's taking away as much as I can from the experience. So that was a good card. All right. Um, Also, I want to say this is the Page of Swords or the Knight of Swords. And this is from it's from Sage Lion Studios. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. I'll have to tie that back on. Hold on. And there you go. All fixed. Isn't that delightful? Okay. Okay. So next up, I'm not sure who this is from, but if you're watching, you can let me know. I have a guess, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to wait and somebody can tell me who did this water. This is, I want to say some kind of protection water, maybe a moon water, an eclipse water. There's something special about this water. So whoever gave this to me, thank you. And I would love to know what it's about. There's that. Oh, and it was sealed. So it's sealed with wax. You'll see. All right. And moving along. Um, somebody knows how to use the wood burner a lot better than I can. There we go. So it's sparkly. So I got myself an Anka. How do you say Anka? I don't English. I'm from Massachusetts. I don't say anything right. But now I got a new keychain. Let's see. Okay, this I am not entirely sure what these are. I want to say rose quartz, but it almost has like an orangey hue, like a. This is a rose quartz, I know. Here we go, that'll help. So that's a big old rose quartz. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I got this pretty star. This would be great for Yule. Beautiful bright greens. And it looks to be like either a horse or a dog. I'm not quite sure, but it's like hay. And it's really cool. Look at that. Somebody did that, like wood burning. The detail is amazing. I have some Canadian sage. I believe this is sage. It smells like sage. Look at that. It's just beautiful. It smells so good. Yeah, so that's just sage on a stick. And I got a couple of packets of sage in the bag here. Cara did cards, and later on in the day, Saturday, like after we got our tattoos and I got my aura read and stuff like that. So I got Maeve. Cara pulled these cards for her daughter and I, and it's cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So there's that. And it was ironic because these are the colors that showed up. I had blues and purples and indigos. Um, Getting myself aligned, man, is great. So these colors, again, like everything was not a coincidence. Like, hey, this was supposed to happen. It's crazy. Okay, let me put these things away. I gotta make a scrapbook for like my trip, different things. And yeah, so if anybody knows me, you know me, and I absolutely love skulls. I saw skulls. So I had to go check it out. Look at this. Aren't those cool? And here's her logo. That's Scandals. I can't twist my arm anymore. It's just soy, but it doesn't smell disgusting, if that makes any sense. Some candles just smell gross. It's got a very light, natural scent to it. So anyway, I'm going to use this in some kind of spell work. All right. I swear all of us are ADHD or have some kind of autism or um, special things going on. And people like us are so much more extra special, more intuitive, more connected to spirit, to the earth. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. I almost left Canada without getting a shot glass, and I have a shot glass collection. Not that I ever use them, but it's like everywhere I go, I grab one. I'm not even sure if I grabbed one when I was in Denver. I think I meant to, and I forgot. But anyway, so there we go. Squirrel. Okay, and here's the other one. I was checking these out. They're brains. You wouldn't think. You're just thinking, oh, hey, brain skulls, same genre. I'm a smeller. I like to smell things. I'm weird. This one has a little bit of a scent to it. I don't know if it's just me. I'm weird. No, it might have been what was in the bag. So anyway, this is a brain. This is your brain on wax. Meaning to this has to do with those of us that are ADHD, those of us that have autistic and other issues, PTSDs and anxieties and all the fun stuff that goes along with having a disability. Our brains do not work like everyone else's. The world should be neurodivergent. That's how the world should be. It would be a lot simpler, happier place if we all were. And, I've had it all my life, misdiagnosed, and finally treated as an adult, formally diagnosed with adult ADHD and MDD and anxiety disorder, CPTSD, all kinds of stuff. So did the whole medication thing, and then everything made me sick, so I quit it all. So I'm raw dogging it through life here again. It's what it is, with less alcohol and drugs. You know what I'm saying? We went through that period of time, but that's neither here nor there. This little brain is so significant to me. I had to get one. Um, it's got a lot of meaning, like a song. Yeah, since it's being a memorable piece, I don't think I will ever burn it because it's so freaking cool. In this bag, I got some pops or suckers. I don't know how you call them. I think I want one. And I must have missed this little one, this little buddy. We went by the Edmonton Pagan Pride tent, and there was Sandy, and oh my gosh, her buddy was I want to say Chris. I'm so sorry with the names. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. But if I saw you 10 years from now, I'd still know who you are and where I saw you. But names, terrible. So we went by, I do remember Sandy, but they were our neighbors too, camping. I'm so terrible. Beautiful, beautiful women. And I was so happy to see them, and they have lots of little goodies and stuff. So check them out in Edmonton. They do a lot of stuff with Pagan Pride and festivals, events, stuff like that. So check them out. Just because I got a get out of hell free card I love it. From the Aquarian Tabernacle Church of Canada. And they were pretty awesome too. It says, "We don't have any such place. For more information, visit atccanada.org." And there are a bunch of wonderful pagan ladies. And I think, gentlemen, check them out. Okay. I believe they are also on Facebook, or you could check out their website. It was so nice meeting everybody. It was like a big whirlwind. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I got some goodies coming up. Oh yes. So also we had stones. I painted mine while I was doing my volunteer work at the information desk over the weekend. And everybody paints a stone, and then you leave it on the altar, which was a community altar, but not our own. So we would pick up one that called to us. And I love Wunjo. I love joy. I use it a lot. It's my friend. So I took whoever painted Wunjo. Thank you. I love it. Very colorful. All right, so that's that. Some of this stuff. It's tough when you have everything like still in bags and all wrapped up and waiting to show them off so you can put them away, That. When I'm done editing this video, I is hopefully I can find everybody's links and stuff, but I'll put all the links and whatnot to everything I was talking about in the description. All right, moving along. Okay, so I've always wanted to do it. I know about auras, but I don't know about auras and how they're connected with our chakras. And it was awesome. It was so awesome. Why I didn't do it earlier, I have no idea. But this is me. And as you can see, I have hues of purples and indigos, which means I'm on a path, man. This was total validation that I was supposed to be where I was, that I was getting the messages that I was supposed to hear. I was connecting with my ancestors, and whether they be human ancestors or galactic ancestors, however it is, I was connected. So here, there are levels, okay? And I was very vocal at Woodstock. I was very comfortable. Um, be myself, kind of. Not a whole lot, but I could let my guard down. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to mask as much, which was amazing. It made me feel wonderful. So here, she writes each chakra and what my levels were at. Okay, so the legends over here tells you where you're aligned. Okay, so if you got between 1 and 3, your energy is low. You're gonna maybe do some work on yourself. 4 through 6 is aligned. 5 through 7 is extra energy, and I was vibing on high. Let me tell you, I was vibing on high. Um, I didn't have anything that was out of alignment, and I actually had a lot of extra energy. So I got a 5 for my crown chakra. Okay. My third eye was a 5. My throat was a 7. I'm being heard. Yay. My heart was a 4. So we need to get a little more stuff going on in the heart energy, but it was good nonetheless. My solar plexus was a 4, and she said it's fractured, so I need to do some work on my solar plexus. Watch what I eat. I might have some issues acting up or whatever. My sacral was at a 5, and my root chakra was a 6, and she said there was fractured. So between the root and I think the solar plexus is, I need to work on those two things because they're on the lower end of how I was vibing that day. Is that amazing? So if you ever have a chance to check her out, I want to say her name is Caitlin, Leah's daughter from Mystic Mana. And I'm not sure if they work hand in hand when they do their vending events. You can ask, but she was simply amazing, and I felt everything. It's just beautiful. So she also gives me Mystic Minis Aura Color Guide. Okay, and it shows your aura. So if you got the violet and the indigo, that's your throat and your crown chakras. It's got all the different colors. So those are the areas that are either on high vibe or high energetic levels. It it explains the left and right sides where the colors are, so you can differentiate. I mean, it was so on point. It was scary. I mean, she talked a lot more about other things and how things resonated for me. Like I didn't even say a whole lot, and it just picked it all up. I mean, that was mind blowing. That was quite an experience, and thank you for that. Again, names. I'm sorry, don't get names right. I won't forget Leah's because we had such a long conversation. It was crazy. Um, I started talking about starseed stuff. Okay, so they had two Mystic Manas vendor tents. They had one on this side and one on this side, right across from each other. And the one on this side had the aura tent next to it. So anyway, so Mystic Mana was over there in the at the beginning. Okay, so like I said, we have things coming up, so I did a little shopping for different people, and I got this Celtic knot bracelet. There we go. It's pretty. I got that. This is moss agate, and the purpose of this is refreshes the soul and enables you to see beauty in all you behold, reduces sensitivity to weather and pollutants in the environment, and assists midwives in their work, lessening pain and ensuring a good delivery. So I also got this little worry doll. It's a self-love worry doll. It's too cute. And this is to remember to love yourself. Isn't that cute little dude? I just couldn't resist. So those things. I got a selenite rock for somebody that says I'm a fucking delight. I wonder who that's for. Okay, so we got that. Oh yes. And an old Edmonton area pagan pride sticker from Sage Lion Studios. This was fabulous. Of course, I got some A.W.A stickers. Oh, here is the Hecate handout that this beautiful woman gave to me over at where the fairies live. Remember I said along with the wand I had bought. I told her I was just starting to work with Hecate, and she ran in the back and gave me this beautiful handout. Here is the card. Oh my gosh, just full of spit and vinegar. So here is the card, okay? And you can get these decks at Mystic Mana in Edmonton. It's a certificate of product, so it's genuine leather from Italy. Man, I saw these, I picked them up, I looked at them, I smelled them, I touched them, look, I put them down. I went and looked at some other stuff, and then I went back. So it's got this little string on here. So I want to tie it up. I think it looks really cool. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Anybody from New England, the Bristol County area, southern New England, they had a leather store called Howlin, Howlin, Howlin Feather and Leather. I want to say it was in Dartmouth or Westport back in the day. I used to get my moccasins there, bought some leathers there, all kinds of stuff, but it smells just like that shop. So I was talking to Leah, and I'm like, oh, leather though. I mean, what if they get wet, or something will happen to them? And she's like, oh. She went like this. I mean, not that I want to crush my entire card, but might lose its shape for a second. They're very pliable. They are waterproof, water resistant, I guess. It's like a suede. I can see this, and the edgings, like it smells so good. From somewhere. And I bought this. I have to ask again what the holy water was and where best to use it, I guess. But this was from the Aquarian Tabernacle Church of Canada. And they do full moon rituals. They do Sabbath celebrations. They do coffee cauldrons. They have all kinds of great stuff going on there. Here is a schedule of up and coming events in the Edmonton, Alberta area, if you want to check those out. Minerals tincture. So what this is for, there we go, is to like to help fuse my bones, like help heal my bones. I'm arthritic. I have spinal degeneration. I have um, hip issues, lower back issues. I worked like a dude most of my life, so I wore too many high heels. Got that in there. So what she said is I use this. Oh, I'm really like kind of upset right now because I can't find the other bottle that I had. I'm pretty sure they let everything go in customs, but anyway. So 2 dropperfuls a day, shake, and it's a preventative, so it's going to build up in your system. I'm always trying natural things, always trying to find new things, learn more, because I'm going to be doing my own tinctures and all that stuff, my own herbal medicine. I have my own apothecary. I'm not looking to brand and bottle this or bottle and brand this. I'm really not. I need to leave a legacy for my children, for my family. I need to be able to heal without medication, without pharmaceuticals. This is what's good for me. And I need to be able to share that, not only with my family, but with other people. So here we go. I'm going to take, it's not a full dropper full. So. It says 2 dropperfuls. That's not full, so. Whoa, baby. Mm. Wow. It did say alcohol. The best tinctures are made with alcohol. However, there's many people out there that can't handle it. It's not good for your children. There are people in recovery. So what I'm doing is I am making mine with vegetable glycerin because I need to be able to give it to my grandson. I need to be able to give it to other people and not have an issue. But the best way to make these tinctures is with pure alcohol. You want 80 to like 100 proof vodka or rice or potato or something, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's vodka, horsetail. Oh my gosh, I can't see. Urtica. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And A.W.A. Oh my gosh, why don't I just, okay. Okay, so there's vodka, horsetail, and stinging nettle. There we go. Trying to English. So take as needed, up to 2 droppers per day. Well, I just took my 2. So it's a deeply restorative, nutritive. Oh, yeah, nutritive tonic. Okay, crafted for everyday well-being. Okay, so it's a regenerative, restorative tincture. I'm gonna take it every day for the next month and see if I don't see the changes in my body or some relief. I can't be taking Advil. I can't be taking Tylenol. Like, I took so much of it at one point. It was affecting my kidneys. So, and my liver, and the doctor was a little upset. And then there's diclofenac, which is really great for your internal organs, but they just keep pushing that on people. And then they tell you when you're finally getting relief that you've been on it for a year now, and your organs are going to suffer if you don't get off it. So you got to find the next best thing that makes you sick. I'm over it. This is the old ways. This is what Odin wants us to do. This is what Freya wants us to do. Hecate, all our deities, our gods and goddesses, our ancestors. This is the way it was. And yes, medicine's amazing today. Like, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love science and medicine and what's being done. But it's on this side where we're looking for cures outside synthetics. Like, we're regenerating what was always used in centuries before us. Lots of things worked. Of course, we had lots of plagues and stuff like that. A lot of people died. Look what they're doing to us today. So, Holly George, the HG experience. She's pretty damn awesome. I totally loved her class. Her workshop, and the card that I got in the little handout, and I got a purple tea kettle, and I make teas, do a lot of herbal stuff like that, so that was pretty cool. I know my value and will not lessen or shrink myself for anything or anyone, and we do this in our people pleasing all the time, don't we? It's all part of self alignment. So that was pretty pretty cool. I got so many messages that I needed to hear, you know? And let's see right here. Oh, we did the power name with Midnight, and that was awesome. And I got my power name, and I can't say it on here, but you know, I'm curious how it came about. So it was um, it was pretty interesting. So let's see. Yeah, I'll have to ask Midnight about that. Midnight Witch. Um, she also suggested using a pendulum or letter wheel, a pendulum with a letter wheel to find the letters in your power name, which was really awesome. I did get the first letter in my power name, and then my name came to me, and I don't understand it at all. It doesn't make sense. I'm trying to make sense out of it. But when things come to me, they come to me, and they're pretty crystal clear. So don't share your power name with anyone. She was pretty crystal clear about that. You know, that's a special name, and that should only ever be shared with someone you completely trust because somebody could use that shit against you. Just saying. So that was awesome. Then we did um, Tishana with Heart Magic. She does dark magic. Fucking love it. I didn't know, you know, I could go to I didn't know I could go to a store and buy chicken hearts and use them in my Seder work, my Seder practices. Like I said, I'm still learning things as I go. And that you can hex yourself, which was really cool, but in good ways. Like it's so misunderstood and just all misguided, but it was absolutely wonderful. And I was actually able to perform some heart magic with Miss Cara for a dear friend of ours that needed some help. And this was great. I mean, it's very simple. If people don't like touching hearts, then you know you can use a potato, and it works just as well because it's all about your intent and what you're putting in there. So, and how you do it. And you can use things like, you know, witch's hair or Odin's beard. You can use red brick powder. You want to stop curses completely. There's lots of things that you could do. You stay away from love spells. You don't want to mess around with people's love. But hexing is to stop things happening to us, like things that bad energy and shit that people are throwing at us, you know? But even though you can grab a heart from roadkill on the side of the road, which has been done, most more, you know, mundane people would not do something like that, you know? Well, I don't think I would do something like that. I think I'd just rather go to the supermarket and buy me a bag of hearts and freeze them bitches until I'm ready to use them. I love it. So I couldn't just go to the side of the road and cut a heart out and not bury the animal and do some kind of ritual in the whole 9 fucking yards. That's how that goes. So you have options, just saying. Gotta check out Tishana too, because she's amazing. The hearts represent how we are connected to the earth, very much so. And in my video, I talk a little bit how heart magic, dark magic is very relevant to work with Hecate and Norse paganism. So let's see. The soul alignment with Holly was absolutely wonderful. Um, I do some of this with Timmy. We do some random screaming and, you know, really get it out, doing drum circle and yelling, screaming, singing. I was new to the laughing thing, which was really cool. And I think that's a great way to kind of just let the rest of that energy out. She was amazing. And I was able to connect, like I said, with my aligned self and how it feels to be aligned. And I'm just about there with all my chakras and my auras, at least at that point in time. You know, your aura is like a mood ring for your emotions. The next workshop I did was again with Midnight, and we were doing attachments, cord cuttings, and things like that. So people attachments can be anything like coworkers, children, people, etc. You need to create a barrier between you and your toxic energy sucker. So you are really not responsible for anybody else's personal or mental health. And that's hard as being like, you know, caregivers and people pleasers and just kind hearted people. But if you want to save yourself and your mental health, you got to stop worrying so much about everybody else. Do you, boo? Let them do them. So there's a lot of shielding that she talked about, protecting, kind of like a seatbelt for your soul was really awesome. And really, like anything, it's getting into routine. So you want to create a good routine for yourself and follow that repetition, the repertoire every single day, even if it's for 5 minutes. If you do one thing for 5 minutes a day, even if that's lighting sage or incense or candles in different areas of your house. Like I have spots everywhere. I have sacred spots all over my house. So there's a spot for candles, there's a spot for incense. I'm always burning something. So as I walk through the house in the morning, I have a little ritual. I call it opening up the house. So I, put the blinds up and open the front door and make sure all the lights are off from the night. And I turn my plants on because it's daytime and they don't get much sun through the window they're in. Opening up the blinds, lighting the candles, little things. So if you already got a routine, if you do the same kind of thing I do with opening up your house, you can add in some ritual to that. That's really simple by grabbing some tea lights, or if you have candles out, light that candle, light an incense, and put that good energy into the air as you're opening up your house for a new day. It's a new beginning. Special things. We're moving along and I'm almost done. We're getting there. If you are still stuck around here, thank you so much for sticking around here. I appreciate it. So here we went to a Latin store, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that either. Again, I want to do tinctures, so I want to add some more into what I already have. Find that, and here we go. And then get it the hell out of my way because it's smelly. Ugh. Here is valerian root. Okay. Valeriana is what it's called in Spanish. I would not advise drinking a tea made out of valerian root. It's disgusting. I tried it. You don't want to do it. This is something you may want to mix with something that tastes good. Luckily, it's a tincture. You're only taking a couple of drops of it, or you can grind it up into a powder, and you can get the like gel capsule things and put the powder inside the capsule so you don't have to taste it. But I'll tell you what, I was taking valerian root for a while for anxiety and stuff like that. Works pretty damn good. But I could even smell it when I opened the bottle, even the capsule. Burping, it's there. If that's the worst thing that could happen, you are okay. This is some good shit. Start taking it some more. All right. I got some Palo Azul. Now I'll break this up into little pieces and burn it. That's just 2 pieces in there. Can't really smell it through here, but I don't want to open it because then I'll forget what it was and call it something else. Cascara Sagrada. Ramnas first. Okay, I forget what this is for, but I'll have to look that up. Here I have elderflowers. I'm thinking I might be able to plant these seeds, but I'll have to look up because I'm not sure. Really. Here is a great herb for breaking hexes, curses, things like that. So if you want to do any kind of candle magic or anything like that with rue, heart magic, you definitely want to put some rue in there. Just saying. It's good for other things too, but again, the brain, it's a mugwort. It's a low on mugwort, so I do like to use it. Palo Dolce. Got some of that too, like Palo Santo. So we got Palo Azul and Palo Dolce. Mugwort, elderflowers, Ramnas first, Azul. Oh, mistletoe. Got some mistletoe. This would be great to use around Yule for ritual work. I can't really use this for decoration. And I believe it's for peace or something. I have to check it out, or tinctures. And here is some myrrh crystals. You can burn these on your charcoal discs. And then I have some ginger, which is also very good. It's good in teas. It helps stomachs. And it also works great in spell work, protection, and otherwise. Oh my gosh, I think I may be at the end. One of those people that if you picked me up bark from a tree with some moss on it and sent it to me for a birthday gift, I would be happy. Everything has energy. Everything is a living thing to me. It is all energetic. It all has feelings. Like I swear, my books and everything had feelings. My papers, anything I drew on, anything I worked on, they all had feelings when I was a kid. I connected energetically to everything. Might be why I was a little bit of a hoarder. I hit the merch tent. Got those couple of shirts, but I also got a pair of sweats. And they say witch on the back. And A.W.A on the front. Super comfortable. Very happy. I didn't get a sweatshirt because I got a shit ton of sweatshirts. Maybe I'll get another sweatshirt. I'll get a sweatshirt next year, but I got other stuff. Okay, so I purchased this from lovely Miss Renee. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Much. But she's a photographer in Edmonton, and she owns Veronica Vintage Studios. And I just absolutely loved this print. And I also won another one of her prints in the silent auction, which was okay. So I went to get this. So Renee also took this picture. If you can see it, it's a lake. I forget the name of the lake, but it reminded me of home. And when we go camping, I said camping, when we go hiking and visit the mountains, the upper mountains, because I'm in the foothills. So I just absolutely love this. So I bid on it and I won it. Yay. Find a happy home. And here's the sign that Miss Cara made me when I got out of the airport. She was holding it, you know. So I got that. All right. So lastly, shoot, I have a selenite egg that I gave to my grandson for his altar that's out there. I'll have to show it another time, but it's about this big, maybe a little smaller, just a little. And every time you move it, it's got a halo of white glow around it. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I got this one for myself. Isn't that gorgeous? It is sparkly and reminds me of the ocean, being a Pisces. You know, it'll be gorgeous right there. You need to see it in the right light. It'll be perfect. I would not lie. I got one of these for Timmy and his daddy. They are amulets that I will bless. And oh, that wasn't for him. No, one was for my dad and one was for Timmy. And then I got another one for Timmy's dad. There you go. So I'll bless those. Nova Scotia sea glass. Yes, gotta have some of that energy on my altar. And I also got a new amulet for my husband, so I'll be blessing that and sending that out to him. So yeah, it was a great haul. I don't think I've ever had a haul so big in my life. It's crazy. I mean, not for nothing, but I think it's like 70 cents on the dollar over there. So, oh yes, I got some black kyanite too. I've never seen this before. It kind of looks like volcanic rock or something, volcanic rock. So, yep. And I think that about wraps it up. So thank you so much for joining. This was a really long video. I appreciate you all hanging out with me and seeing all the great things I got on my Canadian Witchy haul. I can't wait to go back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, heart, do all those things. It really helps out my channel and it gets the word out. Don't forget to follow me over at Full Circle Healing Just the Cards. I'm working my cards back in. Had to take that little break and then I got back into my cards and I had to go to Canada. So it's kind of what's going on right now. I'm catching up with all my vlogging and videos and pictures and stuff that I took and getting stuff organized. What else? Oh, Starseed Dispatch, my goodness. So join Tova, Kirk, and myself over at Starseed Dispatch. These are for all the starseeds out there. This is, once you walk into that path, it's helping you align with your soul journey on that aspect. We're all starseeds, and even our gods and goddesses and deities came from somewhere. They came from the sky. They came from the stars. And I think that's such a wonderful thing. And now that people are waking up to this fact and not so segregated, we're going to have a whole lot of light and energy, not only coming from witches, but coming from star seeds alike. And these people are everyone, everywhere. All diversities is pretty nuts and wonderful all at the same time, you know? So thank you, Cara. Thank you, Jaylin. Thank you, everyone at Witch Sock. You were absolutely amazing. I love all my things. Thank you to all the people that I met in my travels where I shopped. You all were amazing. Even the airlines were great. Like, there was not a single thing that I can complain about, honestly. It was spectacular. So check out my other videos. I got shorts I got some other videos, some of the expeditions and things that I did with Cara, and a little bit on the workshops and a little bit on the vendors, and it's just a little bit of everything. Go check it out. Oh, and pretty soon I'll be doing some more as my garden grows, because we had so much rain in the last 2 weeks. We got all kinds of things growing, and it's really special. So I want to share that stuff with you also. I guess that wraps it up. If you want to add anything into the comment section down below, please do. I forgot names um, of people and things, so I apologize. If I got confused on something, feel free to correct me in a nice manner. Just saying. I don't want your shit energy. If you're going to be rude to me, just stay off my page and my channel. That's how I feel about those things. But blessed be everyone. Stay focused, stay kind, stay sparkly. And until next time, blessed be.